Yo, I know what you're here for. Let's get to that sports talk, baby. And woo! We had some good football on this Sunday with some great moments. Let's start off in the morning. We in Germany. Patriots versus the Colts. Final score 10-6. Thank God I didn't wake up for that game at 9:30 in the morning. That's a game you don't want to watch. 10-6. This wasn't even football. It's hard to get on Bill Belichick like this, but it's done. It's over for your team. Mac Jones, it's over for you. Zappy, it's over for you. Bill O'Brien, his whole coaching staff, sweep house Robert Kraft. We are warning you, do it right now. Without Tom Brady, it just gets even worse and worse for Bill Belichick, and we ain't never seen something like this before in our lives with Bill Belichick. He gave us the great moments. He gave us the Falcons game. He gave us a lot of Super Bowls and play-by-play with Rob Gronkowski. Just great moments for this guy, and it's hard to watch this Patriots team go through stuff like this. Moving on. We got a game between the quarterbacks. We got CJ Stroud against Burrow. We got two Ohio State brothers going at it, but really Joe Burrow is known for LSU. He says he only went to school at Ohio State. But CJ Stroud coming in, making moves, doing his thing. They controlled the game in the fourth quarter. CJ Stroud, he's that dog, and he's the best rookie to come out the draft I think I've ever seen in my life. As a rookie coming in and being a starter off the rip, only 2 interceptions in his career, moving the ball, game-winning drive after drive with a field goal in this game, getting it done, moving the Bengals to 5-4 on the year, on the season. 356 yards from CJ Stroud, 2 TDs. Man, the AFC North is looking stronger and stronger each day. When you got the Bengals at the bottom of that division, you will tell that division is getting rougher and rougher and tougher and tougher. And speaking about some tough teams going at it, some division battles, let's move on to the Ravens choking it up against Dashawn Watson. 31-33 in this game, getting that 4th straight streak broken for the Browns, coming back and getting this important dub to stay in the standings. The Bengals going down to 5-4. The Browns said, man, we got to make something move. We got to make something happen, because if the Ravens win this game, they're going to shoot off into the stars and the division is theirs. It's all over. And Lamar Jackson ducking and diving and dashing with Mitchell in the backfield. Mitchell waved goodbye to J.K. Dobbs, Achilles tear, and then he was trying to sit out anyways for some money. Mitchell is that guy in the backfield for the Ravens and keep rushing the ball, how they've been rushing the ball these last couple weeks. Really, the Browns should be expecting to win like this, because you pay your quarterback $250 million, fully guaranteed. Where they do that at? The highest paid quarterback in the league is Dashawn Watson, and I don't understand why, but it is what it is. And when you pay a quarterback like that and that type of money, we talking about Super Bowls, we talking about winning important games like this, and you cannot be surprised by something like this when your quarterback is getting that type of money. We shooting for the stars, headed to the moon, and I mean literally for Josh Dobbs, the rocket scientist, with 5 touchdowns, over 535 yards over the total 2 weeks. He's been on this Vikings team. The man is doing the impossible, and you got to shout out to Josh Dobbs making it his own. Just coming from traded from the Cardinals, being on 3 teams this year total, not knowing how his future is going to hold up. Doing science on rockets. We don't know how his life is going to go, but when he in this moment right now with the Vikings, the man's looking like he's been there 5 years, and the guy has only been here 2 weeks. 2 touchdowns, 260 total yards for Josh Dobbs, getting this dub 19-27 over the horrible Saints. Vikings getting their 4th straight win. Also, TJ Watt, the man, gets his 88 sack, passes his brother on the all-time sack list. He has learned from his big brother. Even if you pass your big brother, it's all family, it's your brother. On to some key moments of the evening time. We got the Dallas Cowboys against the Giants. Really, they ain't versed nobody. 17-49. They did it to them the first time when they played them weeks prior. 40-0. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just had a number. But the list of teams that are horrible that they're playing, this schedule is too easy. I'm sorry if you're not beating any good team. It's just true facts. You played the Arizona Cardinals, who I don't know why you lost to. I don't know how that happened. You choked there. You played the Jets with Aaron Rodgers. That was the beginning of his torn Achilles. So no experience with Zach Wilson. And you see how his offense is playing on Sunday night. You versus the Rams, Patriots, and then you got the Panthers next week. They would have the first overall pick if they didn't trade it away. You're not versus nobody. Teams you've lost to. Like I said, the Cardinals, terrible team. 49ers and the Eagles. When you versus somebody, you're not winning nothing. Now we in Las Vegas, baby. It's Sunday night football, and we got the Raiders versus the Jets. Supposed to be a nice one, but it was terrible, let me tell you. 6-9 at halftime, and it was 9-9 by the end of the third quarter. This was a terrible defensive battle on Sunday Night Football.
Nope.
Another primetime game. Seeing another Zach Wilson primetime game, you gotta put your hand on your head at that one. He had 7 turnovers in the fourth quarter. That's the most in the NFL. Zach Wilson, which the person they should have been moved on from when Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles. He wasn't ready. When Aaron Rodgers went down, the whole Jets franchise, the whole world was not ready for him to go down. And I know for sure that Zach Wilson is not ready. It wasn't ready. It still is not ready. Final score 12-16. This is a Raiders team that has an interim head coach and just fired the head coach and offensive coordinator on the same day. Shout out to Damian Pierce getting his second win, 2-0 with the Raiders, and he could potentially be the head coach for this team when the final game blows. They might pick his contract up and he might become a head coach. Great head coach for him. Big old cigars, smoking on Jets pack tonight for the Las Vegas Raiders. I know they turning up, doing their thing. Big news, big news, big news. Aaron Rodgers coming out publicly about his injury, and he's going to return in December. That's what he's shooting for, and that's why he wants to come back. He's trying to change his team around, but I think it's too late, man. I think Zach Wilson put you in a bad hole, in a bad situation, and some people think he should rest for the next season, but a real football heart and a person that thinks they still got it in the tank, doesn't matter what time it is in the season. I'm trying to get out here and play for this New York team and this New York franchise and give them some momentum into the far going next season, into the future, because he has another season in him. How he's returning from this injury, I don't know what medical person he has and who he's hiring with that type of money, but he's giving this person a bag. Whoa! Now we just landed at the end of week 10. Buffalo Bills against the Denver Broncos. And you would think the Buffalo Bills would end up running over the Denver Broncos. How bad they've been in the last 2 years. And Sean Payton thinking he was going to save and rescue this team. And it ended up not being that. But they end up finishing this game off. Final score 24-22.
Oh no! We suck again!
After a stupid loss by the Buffalo Bills. A lot of turnovers in the game by Josh Allen himself. 3 of them for the guy and 1 for James Cook. 12 men on the field on the missed kick. How could something like this even happen? This has to be the dumbest team I've ever seen in my life. You have 12 men on the field on a kick that was rushed that didn't even need to be rushed, but he got out there and missed it to the wide right. Missed it. Flags get thrown.
12 men on
Too
defense.
many men on the field. And then he goes and gets a retry and hits it down the middle, and down goes the Buffalo Bills. You got to give a shout out to Sean Payton and his Denver Broncos team and Russell Wilson making plays, throwing it to the back corner, making Tyler Lockett type plays like he did at Seattle to Sutton, getting his 2 feet in, and that was the most difficult play of the NFL season so far. I was surprised by it. I can't believe he got his 2 feet in after trying to go for it right there at the goal line. I thought they should have kicked it, but got it done. And we're loving week 10 and some NFL football. Keep giving it to us. Thanksgiving is around the corner. We got some great games going on then in a Thursday night game coming up with the Ravens versus the Bengals. Great time for football. We loving it more. Keep tuning into these videos. I'm getting you excited. If you haven't watched any games, you've been working, you missed it. I'm trying to get you in that tone mode. I'm trying to get you in that football mode. So keep tuning in. Keep liking. Keep subscribing. Keep coming with the love. I thank you. God bless for watching this video.